Okay, welcome back to another video, and today's video is on more drama. And I know you guys are saying, Chris, the amount of drama you've been covering these past few days is kind of unusual, and you guys are right. I don't really do this, but content is content. Now, at the time I'm recording this, the owner of Heroes Ultimatum, a game I'm sure you guys are all very familiar with by now, just pinged letting us know it'll be dropping today, so expect a video from me on that for sure. Today's video is going to be another reaction video from my boy Oskew. I reacted to like 2 of this guy's videos now, and usually he's spitting facts like this video right here, this Roblox developer is killing every new anime game, this one over here, the most hated developer on Roblox, and yeah, today's video he's talking about the most hated game owner, and he's talking about Uzuki, the owner of Your Bizarre Adventure. With that being said, if you're new to the channel, we are literally 500 subscribers away from hitting 120,000. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I really want to hit that, so if you haven't, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that sub button. Let's get straight into the video. Okay, so before I actually start this video, let me just say, while I do play YBA every now and then, like I'm maxed out, I got all prestige, whatever, I'm not an avid player of the game, so if you're someone who actually plays YBA like that, let me know what you guys think down below, because I don't know Uzuki like that. But yeah, anyways, let's get straight into it.
More likely than not, you've heard of Uzuki, or
of course,
Uzu.
yeah.
But for the small chance that you have never heard of him in your entire life, here's a basic introduction. Your
YBA.
Bizarre Adventure is a large community game on Roblox, and it's the largest JoJo game on Roblox.
Is it? Is YBA the... It actually is, yeah, because AUT is dead now. Wow, okay, sheesh.
The owner of this game is Uzuki, a developer who is somewhat disliked in his community.
Oh, very
The reason
disliked.
he's disliked, well, there's a lot of them, but the choices that he makes regarding YBA, his most popular game, are pretty bad. And I'm gonna go into that, but I'm also gonna go into Uzu.
I feel like I should give like a quick brief description for those that don't play YBA, because I know a lot of you watching this video are just like me, part of the One Piece community on Roblox. You might not know this, but YBA is a JoJo game, and essentially the people mad at him are angry because this dude, like a certain One Piece game owner whose names will not be mentioned, but it starts with a P, he doesn't really update his game, but he's been getting better with it lately. But yeah, that's the whole backstory.
As a person, and how he deals with things just in general. YBA has been on the Roblox platform for a very long time, so naturally
years.
A lot of things
like
have changed
4 years now
since the game released. One thing that has stayed consistent throughout YBA's lifespan though is its issue with monetization.
True.
The game is heavily monetized.
Extremely.
Game passes have high prices and in-game purchases.
Yeah, let me just say, it's literally just like Grand Peace Online, where you actually like need to spend money on the game just to be able to store stands or Devil Fruits like GPO. Like, it's insane how monetized the game really is. It's pretty much just pay to play at some point. I'm not gonna lie, you can't hold stands unless you have money.
Unreasonable prices and pretty much everything that you could possibly think of to monetize in a JoJo game.
Ridiculous.
Is monetized
800 Robux to
YBA.
reroll a skin.
Some of the things that are set at such a high price are almost mandatory, or others just give a very very large
it's pay to play.
advantage.
It literally
None
is.
of this affects PvP though, but even
True.
if it doesn't affect PvP, it's still ridiculous. Item notifier goes for 2,000 Robux.
Yep.
20 real life dollars, and practically removes the difficulty from
Look
the
at this
game.
setup real quick. Okay, so we have item notifier. Like the comparison between this game and GPO is so huge, and I don't think I've ever really realized it, but item notifier, Devil Fruit notifier, style storage, cosmetic storage, inventory, Devil Fruit bag. Like, boy, you and Uzuki are literally 2 parallels with how they just chase the bag. I'm not gonna lie.
The stand storage makes everything so much easier, but
Yep.
at least you get a free one. However, that's not the case with
You do
style
get a free
storage,
one.
which is also decently expensive. Like, the average Roblox player is not buying that. And
Yeah.
this is where Uzu comes in. Even though people have complained about prices for things in the game, they never change at
Yep.
all.
True.
And it's a common theme in YBA and Uzu's ownership. Things not changing for the most part.
True.
The community of YBA is ignored. Uzu rarely interacts with his own community. Sometimes he'll even...
Let me just say this, and I'm gonna keep bringing up Foyu because he's the only other example I can think of. Foyu doesn't really interact with his community, but what I will say is I think that they are much better with how they update the game than YBA. Really, because even if it's not a crazy amount, like it's really not even close to a crazy amount, I think GPO does update slightly more frequently than YBA. And on top of that, most of the GPO updates are actually controlled by the players. Like, you get votes on which island is coming next, Punk Hazard, Marineford, which fruit's coming next, which style. Like, Foyu seems to actually care about what the community wants. He doesn't just do anything like Uzuki, but that's just my opinion.
go months without saying anything in general, or without saying anything in the Discord server at all.
True.
This is a
Very
bad thing
true.
for any developer ever. When you do this, you're creating a disconnect between yourself and the players of your game.
That's honestly something I've been seeing a lot with like every game owner though.
Feel it isn't.
I don't think Roblox game owners, as of lately, from what I've seen, really care about their community. Like, I'll be completely honest. I don't see a lot of developers that seem to actually care what their community thinks. I don't know. You guys tell me. Maybe I'm wrong. But how many games releasing lately have you seen where the owner genuinely cares what we think? I can't think of any, besides maybe Deep Woken.
Isn't necessary to give you constructive criticism. And then this leads to the quality of your game going down, because let's be real,
I wouldn't say quality went down.
Developers aren't playing their own game, so they
True.
don't know what bugs or balance
True.
issues need to be fixed without the community telling them. Uzuki deciding not to listen to his community is what causes a lot of problems and why a lot of people dislike him. A majority of the talking is done by other people in the Discord who are at high ranks, like Paragon.
Yeah, speaking of Paragon, man, I used to watch, or I still watch this YouTuber named Eclipse, and he literally sat down and had a whole conversation with this Paragon guy, this moderator, about why the game's not getting updated. Like, I believe they actually shut down the community Discord server so that nobody could talk in there anymore because it was apparently getting really toxic. I don't know, YBA has just a bunch of beef with the owner and the community. It's like, there's a huge disconnect, like he said.
That's that he feels ignored and he feels like he has little power, and he's also kind of left in the dark in some of these situations because of how Uzu fails at communicating.
The game, a lot of the time, it seems like he's left in the dark just as much as everyone else is. And as the community manager, that can't happen.
Uzuki also has a problem with his priorities. Well, I'm not sure if it's a priority issue or him just still ignoring his community, but what I mean by that is that bugs and exploits, which he literally knows about, will go unpatched for weeks, even if the dev team says they're working on it.
I don't really play YBA like that anymore, but I watched a lot of YouTube videos where people just blatantly abuse bugs that had become so part of the actual gameplay that they were used in like combos and stuff because it just wasn't getting fixed. And when it doesn't get fixed, it's just like, this is a part of the game now, you know? It's nothing you can do.
YBA has a history of simple bugs that could have been patched early, lasting so long. An example, if you played YBA not even that long ago, prior to the update where it returns you to the lobby after getting in a broken server in ranked, you remember hopping servers over and over just to get a single 1v1 match.
Yeah, I know what he's
talking about. That was
easily
fixed, but why couldn't they have done that way earlier? The most recent example of this would probably be the problem with Tusk and how—
God damn, yo, I know he's talking about important stuff right now, but sheesh, yo, I'll ask you, how many games do you play? Like, golly, I mean, he's in here talking like somebody who actually like sat down and played YBA to the core. Like, this is not just somebody who went on YouTube and said, okay, I want to make a clickbait video about Uzuki or YBA. This is somebody who clearly knows what he's talking about. He's played the game a good bit, so sheesh, I mean, I'll ask you. All right, respect. I actually respect him for doing his research before he just made a video like this. A lot of content creators wouldn't do that, so respect for that.
You may say that this is an issue with the developers, but I completely blame it on Uzu because he's the owner. I mean, he tells the developers what to do. Drama isn't really rare with Uzu either. There's been so many times where he's gotten accused of shady things, and I don't necessarily think that he's done some of these things, but
he's spitting right now.
The problem doesn't lie there. The problem lies with the way that he responds to it.
Yeah,
it's
and he doesn't.
Really bad.
He doesn't
YBA
respond.
has a community of mostly children. Realistically, none of those children are gonna sit down and read a 12-page document on why you're innocent.
Yeah.
This leads to
people
hearing.
Wait, he really wrote a 12-page document on why he's innocent? What? Wait, Shiftblocks versus Will? I never learned about this. Okay, more drama. We like this.
Believing them because they never listened to his side of the story. They don't care to go through a 12-page document. They're 12 years old. But besides that, some of Uzuki's responses to these situations aren't really verbalized well at all, and sometimes have logical errors. They'll say things in these documents without providing legitimate proof, and just like says it and thinks we're gonna take it as a fact because he said it. A lot of the things that he says in these documents could literally easily be posted in a—
I can't speak on much of this.
Channel or
can't really speak on much of this because I wasn't here for the majority of this.
Date log or even just a general with a screenshot tied to what he says. But instead he decides to put it in a very long document, which kind of complicates things and makes it a lot harder.
Why is he showing different games here?
A perfect example of this. If you've been playing YBA for a long time, then you probably remember the situation with AUT and Kerr, which I'm gonna make a video on later, but basically Kerr had stolen multiple effects from YBA.
I don't remember
Somehow,
this.
some way, people managed to shift the blame and then expose Uzuki instead. Now, Uzuki
Yeah, I don't
was
remember any of
innocent in
this.
this situation, but because of the way that he dealt with it, people didn't find this out for a long time. So you had videos on YouTube just bashing him for stealing things, when all of the things that are quote-unquote stolen are just
Actually, I do kind of remember this. Not really, though.
So far, me and my friends.
This dude just straight up exploiting. This dude just straight up exploiting, bro.
3 other people. Let me just open this back up. Black Particle, Ukiwara, doesn't work at YBA. Images/Bolt 8. I Am Saint Lucifer doesn't work at YBA. Something by Xyron doesn't work at YBA.
Even though this was such a simple thing to disprove, like just saying, you know, I took them from the toolbox, it took a little bit longer than that to clear his name because of how he dealt with the situation.
In the video that I made last night, I called out a lot of YBA people.
Oh, Snarlio.
Public use as in it is in toolbox. So yes, we were.
Whitebeard girl.
I guess I was, because I'm not even gonna hold any of my friends accountable to that.
I'm not sure if Uzuki knew about this situation or not, but like I said before, this could have been cleared up so easily.
God damn, I came into this video expecting something about Uzuki, bro. This is like a bunch of like random beef that I didn't know about. Like truthfully, I didn't know about like majority of this crap. God damn. Oh my god.
This part. Even after this situation, people were mad at
Jesus
Uzuki for how he dealt with it originally. He brought the entire situation, you know, public. He made the situation public, and people looked at it as he was trying to take down his #1 competitor instead of actually trying to stop the use of.
That's honestly how like a lot of situations on the Roblox platform go, though. Like one person is gonna come out and accuse somebody else of something, and then you know the Google Doc is gonna get made exposing them. It's just like I've noticed that's how beef on Roblox is held. If you don't know who's telling the truth, everybody's just gonna have their own side of the story, and you know we just choose who to believe. No beef ever gets solved by the people having the beef. It's always the community that somehow manages to just stick their nose in there, like just determine who's telling the truth or not, when you know we don't know either. But hey man, that's the Roblox for you.
No stolen effects.
Uzu was obviously told about this and posted his ping inside of the report. I do remember this. Uzuki pinged his Discord and told everybody to go mass report a universal time. I do remember that. That was crazy. You don't do that. You literally don't do that. That's just so messed up. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's a really messed up thing to do. Even if they did steal, which I don't think they did, I think that's super messed up. Truthfully, trying to get a game shut down like that.
Now, is Uzuki a bad person? A lot of people don't like him, and I feel like I personally don't have a problem with Uzu, because you have to keep in mind his age. And even though a lot of people do,
yeah, he was 14, it said.
Excuse for a lot of things, I don't necessarily think that his age is an excuse for not updating the game and ignoring the community, but the way that he handles some of these situations is the same way a lot of people would handle these situations who are also around his age, which is around 15, 16.
When you're 14, you don't know what the hell you're doing, man. Truthfully, like I started my YouTube channel around 14. I was posting Xenoverse videos, playing Minecraft, doing temple speedruns. Like I didn't know what I was doing. When you're 14, not an excuse though, not an excuse. I'm just saying he was young.
Around that age range. But then again, on the other side of the
not when he did all this though,
that Uzu is making so much money off of this, so there's no reason why he should have this many inconsistencies in his ownership. Me personally, I feel like the main reason why all of this is happening, and the main reason why they don't care for YBA as much as they did before, is because there's no competition. I mean, why would they put care and effort into a game knowing that it's gonna do just as well if they put no care and effort into the game?
True, and this is how I feel like FOU feels nowadays. Like whenever I talk about Grand Peace Online and FOU taking months to update, I feel like FOU just knows that no matter what, GPO is never going to fully die. Never. It's literally not going to ever die completely. So it doesn't matter if he takes 2 years to update the game. He'll still have gotten paid millions of Robux in between the updates. I don't know. That's just the mindset I'm getting from him now.
Because what are the players gonna do? Go to a different JoJo game? I mean, there's none on the platform right now, so let me know what you think.
True.
Is Uzuki a bad person, or is he just misunderstood?
Okay, well then, good video, Oscu. I gotta say, I absolutely love the type of content you're doing on YouTube. It's different. You're not just sitting there playing games, you know, you're talking, and you know, your channel's doing really good. I respect that for sure. This is what I'm trying to do with my channel right now, you know, just talk about stuff. So hey, keep it up, my brother. I'm wishing you all the best. I love the video. These comments are kind of wild, I'm not gonna lie, just a tiny bit. I don't understand why we can't just have devs that interact with the community at least every once in a while. True, I know. Title plus thumbnail is just the most correct thing I have ever seen. If Uzu is struggling in life, you just notify the community. Yikes. Let me know what y'all think, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.
I hit 'em hard, make 'em switch animations, they change from the show to the movies. Feel like the pirate king who wanna fight with me.